Welcome to Trending Now USA, and I am Bella, bringing you an in-depth look at one of the most compelling storylines shaping the sports and entertainment conversation in 2025, the extraordinary earnings, expanding influence, and rapidly evolving global impact of Coco Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, and Iga Swiatek. As the tennis world pushes forward into a year defined by record-breaking sponsorships, rapidly rising prize money, and a booming digital media ecosystem around athletes, these three women have emerged at the forefront of both athletic performance and financial growth. Today's report explores how much they have earned in 2025 so far, how those numbers compare to prior years, what is driving the surge, and what these figures reveal about the business of modern tennis. Throughout this extended deep dive, we look not only at numbers, but also at the cultural effect and commercial power behind them, and how their on-court success has fueled new opportunities off the court. To begin, the conversation around Coco Gauff's 2025 earnings has taken center stage across sports media this season. At just 21 years old, Gauff has stepped into a new era of her career, no longer the rising star but now very much a leading figure, both on the court and commercially. Her income for the 2025 season has grown significantly due to consistent deep runs at major tournaments, expanding sponsorship portfolios, and a skyrocketing social media presence that has continued to attract new global partners. Analysts have noted that Gauff's earnings have moved far beyond the traditional split between prize money and endorsements. Instead, she has become a multi-platform figure, combining competitive success with media visibility and global branding power. Much of Gauff's financial momentum comes from her performance in the first half of the 2025 season. Strong showings at the Australian Open, Doha, Indian Wells, Miami, and multiple lead-up tournaments have translated into millions in prize money, even before the season's halfway point. Broadcasters, commentators, and industry insiders have consistently highlighted how Gauff's blend of athleticism, maturity, advocacy, and relatability has created a rare commercial package. Unlike some players whose endorsement deals fluctuate with their ranking, Gauff has established a brand identity that resonates even beyond match results. That appeal has encouraged not only traditional tennis sponsors, like racket, apparel, and shoe companies, but also major global brands across tech, fashion, and wellness to invest in her. Another crucial factor in Coco Gauff's rising income is her expanding international market appeal. Her popularity across North America, Europe, and Asia has grown dramatically, aided by strong performances at globally televised events and a consistent presence in digital spaces. Social media engagement numbers show surges in young audiences following her career, especially in 2025 as she entered the season with high momentum after earlier achievements. These audience metrics have contributed to higher valuation in endorsements and appearance fees, something industry professionals point to when comparing her current earnings with those of previous top American tennis icons. The financial growth trajectory suggests that Gauff could become one of the highest-earning tennis figures of the decade if she maintains this competitive and commercial momentum. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka's 2025 earnings reflect a different, yet equally compelling financial narrative. Known for her powerhouse playing style, emotional transparency, and fierce competitiveness, Sabalenka has captured global attention both for her performance and her personality. The 2025 season has featured several deep tournament runs, including high-stakes matches at major events and consistent performances at WTA 1000 tournaments. Prize money alone has placed her among the top earners of the season, and sponsorships have continued to build steadily as her visibility and fan base grow. While her endorsement portfolio is generally more selective compared to some other players, Sabalenka has partnered with brands that lean toward authenticity, performance, and athletic identity, which align closely with her public persona. One of the defining aspects of Sabalenka's financial profile in 2025 is the loyalty of her fan base. Across Europe, North America, Southeast Asia, and South America, Sabalenka has become a recognizable sports figure whose influence is driven not only by results, but also by her emotional openness. This connection has turned into strong engagement for brands she collaborates with, leading to more lucrative deals in performance sportswear, athletic technology, and health-related products. As digital analytics continue to shape the sponsorship market, Sabalenka's strong interaction numbers have positioned her as a valuable partner for companies focusing on athlete-driven marketing campaigns. This year has also brought new expansion into off-court opportunities, including high-profile commercial appearances, athletic training partnerships, and branded content in fitness and performance spaces. Prize money continues to be a major driver of Sabalenka's revenue. Her consistent performance in Grand Slams and major WTA events has secured millions in tournament earnings by mid-year. While 2025 has brought intense competition from rising players and established champions alike, Sabalenka's ability to maintain a top ranking through powerful, resilient play has kept her at the center of tennis discussions. Analysts note that even though her earnings are structured differently from players who have broader lifestyle endorsements, her consistent prize money results make her one of the most financially successful athletes of the season. Her profile in the tennis world remains strong, and her commercial reach expands steadily each year. Then there is Iga Swiatek, the world-renowned Polish tennis star whose dominance over the past several seasons has shaped the trajectory of modern women's tennis. Swiatek's 2025 earnings represent a continuation of the powerhouse financial performance she has sustained since her rise to world number one. With multiple titles already secured this year and deep runs in every major event, Swiatek has once again positioned herself as one of the highest-earning athletes in the sport. Prize money totals continue to reach record heights as she advances through tournament after tournament with precision and confidence, and her endorsement portfolio remains one of the strongest in the WTA landscape. A unique factor in Swiatek's financial success is her extensive reputation for reliability and professionalism. Brands that partner with her have repeatedly highlighted her consistent performance, global representation, and strong public image. Unlike some athletes who see fluctuating endorsement interest based on yearly rankings, Swiatek has cultivated a stable and long-term profile that makes her an appealing partner for high-value global brands. Her sponsorship agreements span multiple sectors, including sportswear, technology, food and wellness, and international campaigns targeting emerging markets. Swiatek's influence is particularly notable in Europe, where she has become one of the region's most widely recognized athletic figures, but her fan base continues to expand globally, especially in Asia, where tennis viewership has grown dramatically. Another significant part of Swiatek's 2025 earnings story lies in her increasing involvement in international promotional events and charitable initiatives. While these may not always yield direct financial gain, they strengthen her global presence and elevate her long-term brand value. She has been featured in global campaign launches, international sports summits, and cross-industry collaborations that position her as both a champion athlete and an influential global figure. These activities add to her visibility, indirectly raising the value of her partnerships and solidifying her status as one of the most marketable athletes in the world. When comparing the three athletes, Gauff, Sabalenka, and Swiatek, one can see that each has reached remarkable earnings in 2025, but through distinct paths. Gauff's earnings surge is fueled by widespread market appeal and generational influence. Sabalenka's income hinges on strong prize money results backed by authentic partnerships. Swiatek's financial strength is anchored in dominance, consistency, and global branding stability. Despite their different trajectories, all three demonstrate how women's tennis continues to evolve into a major commercial powerhouse, with expanding earning opportunities for athletes. The broader tennis economy plays a key role in their 2025 earnings. Prize money increases at major tournaments have sparked discussions across the sports industry. Nearly every major event in the tennis calendar has boosted financial rewards, responding to rising global viewership, digital broadcasting rights, and sponsorship deals from multinational corporations. Tournament organizers have emphasized that these increases reflect both the growing commercial viability of the sport and the heightened interest in women's tennis specifically. With these rising prize pools, top performers naturally accumulate more significant earnings early in the season. This financial environment has created new milestones for players like Gauff, Sabalenka, and Swiatek, who consistently advance deep into draws. In addition, the evolving digital media landscape has played a major role in boosting athlete income in 2025. Social media content partnerships, Athlete-driven brand promotions and direct fan engagement through digital channels have become some of the most important financial pillars for modern athletes. Coco Gauff, with her strong youth following, and Aryna Sabalenka, known for her bold personality and authentic communication style, have both benefited immensely from this shift. Aryna Swiatek, though more reserved in her social presentation, has maintained a highly professional digital presence that appeals to global brands seeking long-term stability. This shift toward digital-based earnings reveals a new tennis business model where athletes do not rely solely on traditional sponsorships or prize money. Instead, they are becoming global brands capable of leveraging multiple platforms. Analysts predict that by the end of 2025, social-driven brand campaigns will account for a significant percentage of the off-court income for many top players. For Gauff, this evolution has accelerated her earning potential. For Sabalenka, it has broadened her market beyond performance-focused endorsements. For Swiatek, it has expanded her influence into new international spheres. Another major factor influencing 2025 earnings is the post-pandemic surge in international sports tourism. Tennis events across Australia, Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and North America have reported record attendance numbers, increased ticket sales, and high-demand hospitality packages. As these revenues grow, tournament organizers have funneled more funds into prize pools, appearance opportunities, and promotional events involving top players. Celebrities, influencers, and global audiences flock to major tournaments, turning each event into a multi-industry spectacle. This environment enhances the financial opportunities available to top athletes, and Gauff, Sabalenka, and Swiatek have been at the center of that international spotlight. Looking more deeply at Coco Gauff's earnings narrative, one of the standout themes of 2025 has been the shift in her public identity. Gauff has moved from breakout junior star to established global leader, and brands have responded accordingly. Sponsorship analysts have pointed out that companies now approach her not just as an athletic figure, but as a cultural icon. This shift has allowed Gauff to negotiate more lucrative, long-term contracts rather than shorter, performance-based agreements. Companies see her as a powerful ambassador for global youth, diversity, female empowerment, and modern American athleticism. This enhanced brand identity has dramatically increased the value of her 2025 endorsements. In Aryna Sabalenka's case, her 2025 season has been shaped by resilience and determination, two traits that resonate strongly with audiences and partners. Her earnings story reflects her ability to translate hardship, emotion, and raw athletic energy into marketable strengths. Sabalenka's fans appreciate her authenticity, and brands have taken note. This year, her partnerships increasingly focus on products that match her personality: high-performance gear, mental strength initiatives, training platforms, and fitness-driven campaigns. Her ability to combine emotional vulnerability with athletic dominance has created a unique commercial lane for her in 2025. Aryna Swiatek's earnings reflect her evolution from an emerging champion into a global sports institution. By entering 2025 as one of the most consistently dominant figures in tennis, she has created a level of commercial stability rarely seen in modern sports. Brands trust her, fans respect her, and international markets recognize her competitive excellence. As a result, Swiatek's partners extend across continents. Her sponsorship deals, while often understated in style, rank among the most valuable in the sport. In 2025, her earnings continue to reflect that secure, long-term positioning. Taken together, the financial success of these three athletes highlights broader trends in women's sports. Across tennis, soccer, basketball, and athletics, women's sports have seen unprecedented growth in viewership, revenue, sponsorship, and global interest. The earnings of Gauff, Sabalenka, and Swiatek illustrate the upward trajectory of women's tennis more clearly than any statistic. They show that female athletes are now global brands capable of commanding major financial influence. Sports economists predict that by the end of this decade, the top female tennis players could approach or surpass earnings levels historically seen only by top male athletes. As we continue monitoring the 2025 season, one thing is clear: Coco Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, and IGA Swiatek have defined this year not only through their performances, but through the scale of their global commercial impact. Their earnings tell a story of a sport undergoing transformation, a fan base expanding worldwide, and a new era of financial opportunity for top athletes. All three players stand as symbols of the modern sports economy: diverse, dynamic, digital, and driven by global appeal. As Trending Now USA continues to follow the financial and competitive journeys of these remarkable athletes, it is evident that 2025 will be remembered as a milestone year. The earnings of Coco Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, and IGA Swiatek reflect not just their personal triumphs, but a broader shift in how the world values women's sports, athletic excellence, and global influence.